Julian Clary, and I don't care who knows it. That music can mean only one thing. It means I'm on the radio, and I'm here in the studio with Fanny the Wonder Dog, ready to take your calls.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Well, to leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you.
Hello Julian, this is Jim. I was in a pet shop a couple of days ago and I saw a yellow budgie that I adore, and my partner Alistair won't let me have it because he says we already have a snake and a fire-bellied toad, so I think we have enough animals. It's to see if she could maybe give us a hand to get this yellow budgie because it was totally beautiful. Thank you.
Jason's got his eye on a yellow budgie, which some might call a canary.
Hello?
Hello, is that Jason?
This is Jim.
Jim,
Jim.
Well, yes, hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim, for calling you Jason there. That's a throwback from last week's Lonnie Gordon saga.
Yeah.
It's Julian Clary here.
Oh, hello Julian.
I got your message about the yellow budgie.
That's right, yeah.
Have you got it yet?
No, I'm afraid it's been sold.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, the pet shop doesn't have it anymore.
Oh, how awful for you.
Yeah, it's horrible. But I saw a nice cockatoo that I liked.
They're sort of quite big and noisy, aren't they?
Yeah, they squawk a bit.
So has Alistair come round to the idea of you
I
having...
don't know, because he says with us having the snake and having the toad, it's quite hard, you know, so...
What sort of snake is it?
It's a king snake.
And how big's that?
He's about 5'2" now, I think.
5 foot?
5'2" long.
Good Lord.
And there's a big tank in the bedroom, you know.
You keep it in the bedroom?
Yeah.
That's handy.
Very.
What about the toad?
That's a fire-bellied toad that's about 3 inches long. You know,
Oh, it's not worth bothering with, is it?
No, not really.
Do they have names?
Yeah, the snake's called Mr. Trench.
Mr. Trench?
Yeah, and the toad's called Jeremy.
Why Mr. Trench?
I really don't know. You'd have to ask Alistair that because he named it. You know, he named it Mr. Trench.
Is he there at the moment,
Yeah, he's
Alistair?
here. Yeah, let's talk to him.
Yeah, please.
Alistair.
Hello, Julian.
Are you the proud owner of Mr. Trench?
I am, yes, very proud.
What does he eat?
He eats mice. Yeah, I've been trying to coax him onto hamsters recently because he's getting a bit bigger.
Hamsters are quite popular, I believe.
Yeah, not with Mr. Trench. He doesn't like them at all.
So you get a little live mouse, do you? And drop it in?
I buy them frozen. From the
Frozen?
pet shop.
Frozen mice?
Frozen mice, yeah, that's right. And then they get defrosted.
Well, hopefully. Do you buy them by the dozen? Or the pound?
I usually buy about 10 at a time.
And what's your objection to a budgie? Do you think a budgie is too camp?
I don't think it's camp.
I mean, if you're a snake and toad kind of man, a budgie might be a bit twee.
Well, the particular budgie that he saw is sold. Apparently, it sounded really beautiful, but it was sold a couple of days after he saw it.
Well, you know, good-looking budgie, they're in great demand, aren't they? They get snapped up.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Could I have another word with Jim?
Yes, hold on a second.
Okay, then.
Hold on.
Jim?
Hello?
I just wanted to check what you had in mind. Was it a cockatiel or a budgie?
I had this budgie in mind, but I haven't saw another one like it. It was a beautiful budgie. It was like a greenish veil over it. It was lovely. It really was. You know?
Greenish veil?
Yeah, it was gorgeous. There was a light shone on it. It was yellow, but it had this sort of a greenish colour through it as well.
You weren't on acid at the time?
No, I wasn't on acid, no.
But it was a budgie. It wasn't what they call a canary.
No, it was definitely a budgie. Yeah, it was a budgie.
Well, I'll see if I can find you one of those.
Oh, thanks very much. That would be nice.
We'll call you back.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's having a deep freeze full of dead mice. 071 927 4112. Call me.
Hello, Julian. My name's Catherine. My problem is that back in November, I had some interesting tattooing done on my torso. And I didn't like the tattooist who started the work. And he very incompetently lost the postcard, which had the picture of the dragon which was tattooed on my torso. So I was wondering if you might be of any help with finding this postcard. Thank you very much.
Nasty, having a half-finished tattoo on your arm.
72?
Hello, is that Catherine?
Yes, it is.
It's Julian here.
Oh, hello. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
And how's the tattoo?
Well, they're fine. It's hot, so they're sweating a bit, and well, they're not sweating rather, and the areas around them are sweating, and they're looking a bit tight. But
Do you have a personal problem?
I do. I went to this tattooist and took this postcard with me that I'd got in a museum in London. I think it was Victorian Albert, but I'm not sure.
Right, you think
Of
it's
this blue dragon,
a blue dragon?
and it's off some Japanese or Chinese tapestry of some kind.
Most dragons are.
Well, this one's from, I think it's 13th century, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I gave it to this tattooist, and
With your postcard?
with my postcard.
Whereabouts did you want it on your
Oh,
body?
it's running from near my navel
Near the
to
navel?
near my spine. It's sort of going across my side,
Oh.
and it's about a foot high. I've got another one as well.
Where's the other one?
Well, it runs from, well, pardon this, but it runs from one nipple down to halfway up my thigh.
From nipple to thigh?
Yes, and this one's also a dragon, and it's purple.
And that one's complete, so
And
is
that
it?
one's complete, yes, but the other one's unfinished.
You weren't happy with the tattooist?
Well, I wasn't happy with the tattooist. Unfortunately, when ladies get tattooed, they're really at the mercy of these men who tend to grope them sometimes.
Well, I expect men are as well.
Well, men are as well, I suppose, but
Was he interfering with you? Is that what you're
yes,
saying,
he
Catherine?
wasn't being very nice. So I made up my mind not to go back to him.
So you have to have more than one session for
Well, yeah.
this dirty great dragon.
And he lost the postcard.
Oh no.
He claimed he didn't need it anymore, and that, it probably got thrown out when I went back to ask him for it.
So how far has he got?
Well, he's just done the outline.
So you've just got
So
to...
it's not been coloured in yet.
Oh
That's
no.
basically the problem.
So you'd like me to see if I can find this
yes, I'd like you to see
postcard?
if you can find a postcard for me.
Describe it to me again.
Well, I can send you a photo of the tattoo.
No, I'm a man of action. I want to do this now.
Well, it's a blue dragon.
A blue
It's
dragon.
blue. It has little cloven hooves,
Oh yes. How many?
like a horse. Well, 4.
4.
And it looks like a horse. It's a horse-shaped dragon.
Horse-shaped dragon.
Yes. And in the picture, it's standing on some mountains
Well,
and breathing fire.
Standing on mountains, breathing
Yes.
fire.
And it has a tail a bit like a feather duster.
I see.
And great fun, isn't it?
Okay, well, we'll see if we can find this, because you can't go around with an
Well,
outline.
No, I should be going to university soon, and I want to get it finished before I go.
I bet you do.
Looks silly with a half-finished tattoo.
Okay, well, we're on the case, and
Okay.
we'll get back to you. We'll go to the V&A.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye,
Thanks very
Catherine.
much for your help.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, I hope Mr. Jill is ready for action. I've got a double mission for him, and I won't take no for an answer. If he's in, that is.
Hello there.
Mr. Jelly.
Oh, hello, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, you sound full of beans.
I am indeed.
Because I have a double mission for you.
Oh, yes.
Now, do you have a pen in your hand?
I do.
First of all, I want you to go to the V&A,
Yes.
which means the Victoria and Albert Museum,
Museum.
and have a look we're looking for a 13th century postcard or painting
Yes.
of a dragon, a blue dragon
A blue 13th century dragon.
with cloven hooves on when there's background of mountains, I believe.
Oh, I say.
This is my friend who's having a tattoo done, but that she's lost the original photo.
Oh, how awful.
She's half tattooed and they don't know how to fill it in.
No, nasty.
So we're relying on you for that.
Let
Yeah.
me get this straight. It's a blue dragon.
Yes, I've told you, a blue
A
dragon.
mountain background.
Mountain background, cloven
13th
hooves.
century.
Cloven hooves.
Cloven hooves.
She thinks it's 13th century.
Fine.
But any old blue dragon, frankly.
Right.
And the other thing is go to a pet shop.
Pet shop.
And because I've got a caller they've already got a snake and a fire-bellied toad.
Oh, I say.
But he's rather fancies a yellow canary. And I just want to know if these would be compatible, if they're all going to get on together.
The snake, the toad, and the bird.
We don't want any nastiness.
No.
And it's a dirty great snake, and it eats frozen mice.
Oh, horrible.
So, can you go off about your business, please?
And you want both of those things done now?
I do want them done now, if not before.
Okay, well, I'm on my way.
I'll call you later.
Bye-bye, sir.
Bye-bye. He sounds quite pleased to have a chore to do.
Oh yeah, my name's Vince. My telephone number's Brighton, which is 0273 506. The problem I have is I've got a pet tarantula. A friend of mine last week, well, I gave him £2 to get some live locusts for the tarantula. And my tarantula is starving hungry, and he still hasn't got these locusts yet, which is very worrying for my tarantula. If you could ring me back, I'd be most appreciated if you could sort of get into him to get this £2 off him, or to get the locusts for my tarantulas. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.
Another call about pets. One might almost suspect a theme emerging to this week's programme. I'm good with animals though. I'm good with furry things in general. Fancy bothering me over £2 worth of locusts. Still, no problem is too small or too trivial.
Hello?
Hello, is Vince there, please?
Who's speaking, please?
It's Julian Clary.
Hello, yes, it's speaking.
Oh, you are Vince?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you say so? How are the locusts?
He still ain't got 'em.
So who tell me the story.
Well, what happened? I gave Tim, a mate of mine, last week, £2 to get 4 locusts, which are 40 pence each, and it's
That's
like
the going rate, is it?
yeah, 40 pence for a locust. Yeah,
Where'd you get them from?
from a pet shop along Portland Road in Hove.
Okay.
I live like in Rottingdean, and he lives over in Hove, right by the pet shop. Yeah.
So your tarantula's going hungry?
Yes. And I've got no transport to get over to him, you see.
No. How big's the tarantula?
It's big. About the size of a normal bloke's hand.
A normal bloke's hand? Does that exclude my hands?
No.
I know what you're saying, Vince. Well, and is it a scream? Is it a laugh a minute, this tarantula? What do they do? Just wave their legs around and eat
it's quite a funny tarantula, actually. It's a little while ago I was on the front page of the Argus because it escaped.
Oh, yes. Where was it?
We actually found it in the bathroom.
Right. That's spiders for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straight to the nearest latrine. And what's it called?
Acid.
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 Okay. And what do you do, Vince? Let me just.
What do I do? I'm an electrician.
You're an electrician.
Yeah.
Do you have overalls?
No, I don't.
All right. And what about Tim?
Tim.
Have you rung him up and said, what about the locusts?
Yep, I've told him loads of times, but he's like, it's just not happening.
What does he do?
He's a painter and decorator.
So he's got overalls.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, well, could I have his personal and private number, please?
Yes, it's Brighton, which is
0793.
0273.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
886.
Okay, well, I'll give him a call and I'll get straight back to you.
Okay, then.
Thanks,
Thank you very
Vince.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, let's get Tim on the line and see about this £2 worth of locusts. What am I doing? It's a living, I suppose. I won't be too hard on him, I don't think. I think I'm in quite a gentle mood this week. I don't know if you've noticed. Well, he's probably out as we speak, buying £0.5 worth of locusts. Although you never know, these Brighton people, they just go mincing down the front, don't they? Nip under the pier and spend the afternoon there. I know what goes on. Well, perhaps if we give up on Tim, as it happens, Mr. Jelly's going to the pet shop, isn't he? He could buy a few locusts there and we'll send them off to poor old Acid, whose stomach must be rumbling. Mr. Jelly's line is ringing.
Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Jelly.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Where are you?
I'm right outside the Victoria and Albert Museum now.
Listen, there's more news.
Yes.
When you go to the pet shop, we need some live locusts
So do you?
for someone in Hove who's got a tarantula that's hungry.
Oh, no. Does
So-
it know how to actually buy them?
Yes, of course it does.
Live locusts.
Live locusts. as well as everything else about the budgies. And nip in quickly and get the postcard.
All right then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Call me.
At the third stroke.
Intimate contact with Julian Clary.
Precisely.
Well, for some reason, Mr. Jelly's mobile is not working, so I'm going to ring the V&A direct.
Good afternoon, V&A shop.
Oh, hello, it's Julian Clary here. I was looking for my glamorous assistant, Mr. Jelly.
He's here. Do you want him?
Oh, yes, I do want him. Don't
Just one
you?
moment.
Doesn't everyone?
Hello, sir.
Have you got the postcard?
I have a postcard with a blue dragon on.
And cloven feet?
Cloven hooves.
And what's its tail like?
His tail is, well, it sort of goes off in many directions.
Is it, would you say it may be like a feather duster?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, that sounds
He seems to be on a bit of a mountain.
good.
And he's got fire sort of wrapped around his body and coming out of his nose.
It must be the one, mustn't it?
It must be.
Can you see, what does it say about it?
One of a pair, satin embroidered with gilt thread and silks, Chinese, 19th century.
And how much is the postcard?
Oh, I don't know. How much is the postcard? 25p.
Oh, lovely. Well, could you get a couple? Because I'd rather like one of those.
Yes, certainly.
To hang on my wall.
Well, I'm ever so pleased.
And any other nice things there while you're there?
Certainly.
You know, a little something for me?
Sue's ever so busy on this till.
Is she?
Would you like a word?
I'll have a quick word.
Hold on. Gotta go and get Sue.
It's the right one then. Hello.
Hello, you're being a bit busy today.
I'm always busy, Julian, constantly.
Well, I'm very glad you've got this postcard of a dragon, because I've got a caller who's having it made into a tattoo on her body. And,
Oh, wonderful.
and
Whereabouts?
it starts in the region of the navel
Oh.
and goes round to the region of the spine.
Oh, good grief.
So it's quite large.
Quite large, yes.
Yeah, it's right sort of round her midriff, but that's what she
If
wanted.
you put it on me now, it would be even larger because I'm 6 months pregnant.
Oh, are you?
It would go huge.
Is it moving around within you?
Oh, God, yes.
Does it-
It never rests.
Really?
Mm.
Have you had any before?
No, it's the first. So it's all new experiences.
It is. Well, don't get too excited.
Why?
You don't want your waters breaking in
Oh,
the...
no, I won't do that yet. Not yet. You're all right.
Good, well,
Once you're on the phone.
hurrah for you, and thank you for the postcard.
Pleasure.
Can I have Mr. Jelly back?
Yes, he's just run off to get another, but I will hold the line for you.
Oh, okay,
I'll
well,
give him a shout.
just shout at him. Say, Hugh.
It's quite a long way down the shop, Julian. The customers might complain if I just shout Hugh.
Let's realise
I'll
it's...
go and get him.
it's
Just
a-
one moment.
Okay. It's a sophisticated place, the V&A gift shop, obviously. You can't go shouting Mr. Jelly across the room. If I know him, he's looking at the trinkets. He's going to bring me some tacky troll key ring home.
Hello, sorry to keep you waiting.
Well, it's not very
I
convenient.
dashed off.
What have you been doing?
Looking for the other postcard. I wanted to check there was another one.
I fancy a key ring.
A key ring.
Can you bring me a key ring?
Certainly.
Well, hurry on and get to the pet shop, please.
All right, sir.
Call me from there.
Yes, indeed.
It's not all too much for you, this,
No,
is
it's
it?
lovely.
I'm not rushing you off your feet.
No, I like it. It's challenging.
Okay, then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.
He's easily challenged.
Hi, Julian. My name's Carol. My number is 02-523-675. I just wondered if you would mind ringing up my mum and dad. They're great parents, and they've done a lot for me over the last 30 years. And I think a big thank you from you would go down really well. Thanks ever so much. See ya. Bye.
This is a nice call to make, to say thank you to someone. Because parents are marvellous people, I think. Wasn't for mine, I wouldn't have the cheekbones I have now. Aha.
Cycle action.
Hello, is Carol there, please?
Cycle action.
Sorry?
Cycle action.
Well, I dare say, is Carol there, please?
No.
She's not.
No Carol here.
Is that 02523675?
022537.
I'm sorry, I put the wrong finger in the wrong hole.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Cycle action. I think he was wearing cycling shorts, that man. Just from the the tone of his voice. Right, I must concentrate on my dialing now. That man's parents could have taught him a few manners. Still, we're not all as lucky as Carol. Her parents have done a lot for her over the past 30 years, apparently. But they haven't bought her an answer phone. Well, all we can say, really, if Carol's parents are listening, hurrah for you, your model parents. And your daughter is overcome with gratitude for all you've done over the last 30 years, blah, blah, blah. I wonder where Mr. Jelly is now in this great metropolis. Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Where are you?
I'm in Harrods, in the pet store.
Oh, in the pet store of
Listen
Harrods.
to all the birds.
Oh, well, very nice. Have you located the locusts?
Can you hear them?
Yes, I can.
Oh, there's lots of lovely budgies.
Is there a yellow one with a green tinge?
Yes, there's a much nicer white one, though.
And is there anyone's advice we can ask?
Well, I spoke to the shop assistant. She didn't think it was a good idea at all.
What, to speak to me or
No,
to...
just for the, with the snake, living with the snake. She thought that was a bad idea.
Really?
She thought the snake might try and eat the bird.
Thumbs down for that, then.
Yes.
Well, the snake likes frozen mice. But it might be tempted by a little budgie.
Now, I have a disappointment on the locust front as well.
You haven't got any?
No, they don't do locusts.
Have they got anything else that a tarantula might like to eat?
Hang on, what else do tarantulas eat? Don't know.
Well, there must be some little snack that you could find.
I'll try and find out about tarantula food.
Get some tarantula food.
Yes.
They must have it there. And then come back to me.
Without the bird.
You want to buy a bird?
There's a darling little yellow one here.
Well, do you want it?
No, I don't want it.
Well, my caller is in Scotland. I can't really send it through the
No,
post,
quite
can
right.
I? And if it's not a good idea with the snake anyway, just give it a little scratch through the cage and leave it
I
there.
will indeed. I'll leave you now with some bird noises.
Thank you. I'll enjoy that. That's lovely. Little bird noises there in the Harrods pet department. Thank you, Hugh. Could you hang up now?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 071 927 4112. Call me.
Hello, Alistair here.
Hello, Alistair. It's Julian.
Hi, Julian. Thanks for phoning back.
That's all right. Now, I've sent Mr. Jelly down to Harrods Pet Department.
Oh,
And
very posh.
they said that it's not a good idea to have a budgie with your snake because it might eat it. You haven't got any locusts knocking round, have you?
We have crickets. We keep crickets to feed the toad.
Crickets?
yeah.
Because another caller's got a tarantula, and it's a hungry tarantula. A cricket would be much like a locust, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. A bit smaller, but I think they're the same kind of idea.
Can you send me some crickets?
Yeah, we could do.
Just
Could do.
slip a couple in a matchbox or something. Are they alive or dead?
They are alive. They are alive. I expect they'd be dead by the time they reach you.
Well, I couldn't have that on my conscience. Couldn't you wait for one of them to pass away naturally and then post it to me?
Yes, we could.
Or perhaps you could hurry it along, because I don't think this tarantula can hold on for much longer.
They tend to be dying off all the time anyway. And the tarantula wouldn't mind if they were dead.
No, it wouldn't. No.
Right.
Or perhaps you could kill one.
Right.
Perhaps you could have a little poke at it with a biro or something.
Yeah.
How wicked. Well, that would be a help to me if you could send me a cricket.
Right.
Okay, because there's Harrods don't have any locusts at the moment. They're clean out of those. So I'll just say hello to Jim before I go.
Yeah, surely. Here he
Okay.
is. Hold on a second. Bye again.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You can't have a budgie.
You're just saying that to keep him as Alistair, really. I mean, I know you're just saying
No,
that.
I'm not on one. I'm not on one side or the other.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you what they advised us at Harrods.
yeah, and Harrods.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. And I have a feeling your snake's probably fed up with frozen mice. And his little beady eyes would light up at the sight of a budgie.
Possibly, but my big beady eyes would stop it from eating the budgie.
Really? And
Yes.
what about Alistair's beady eyes?
Alistair's beady eyes probably let it eat the budgie.
Well, I'm sure you'll sort it out one way or the other.
Right.
And good luck with everything.
Right, thanks very much, Julian. Thanks.
Bye-bye, Jim.
Bye-bye.
Now then. Oh, come in. Hello. It's all right, Fanny.
Fanny's here.
You made the dog bark.
Hello, Fanny.
You can. That's her chair there. You can sit. You don't mind a few dog hairs.
Here we
Now,
are.
this is the postcard
In the Victorian Albert Museum.
for the. Oh, I say.
There it is, the Blue Dragon.
It's very lovely, and it must be the one that's got looked Fanny, closed hooves and things. Quite an ugly eek, don't you think?
Yes, but it is breathing fire.
It is breathing fire. Well, I'm sure she'll be thrilled with that. I don't know if I could live with that round my midriff for more than about 20 minutes. And tarantula food.
No, I'm afraid I didn't achieve anything in that department.
Nothing in your pocket for me?
No, Harrods don't have anything to do with reptiles.
Well, there's a very hungry tarantula.
Well, I can understand. I did
Waiting.
try, but they just couldn't help.
Well, I've got a couple of crickets.
Have you?
Deceased crickets coming down in a matchbox.
Really?
Which I'll have to do, won't it? Let's ring Catherine. Let me just dial the number and we'll describe this to her.
I'm very pleased that those dragons were there waiting for us.
Have an opal fruit, why don't you?
672.
Hello, can I speak to Catherine, please?
Oh, it's Julian, is it?
It is me, yes.
I'll put you on now.
Thank you,
Here she is.
whoever you are.
Hello, Julian.
Catherine, hello.
Hello.
I've got quite good news.
Oh, good.
We went down to the V&A, or Mr. Jelly did.
Yes.
And here we have a blue dragon. And is it sort of looking over its shoulder?
Yes, it is. And it's got red fire coming off it.
And it's got red fire and red sort of things licking round its loins.
Yes, that's it.
It must be the one. It's quite,
Oh, yes, that's it.
It's quite ugly.
Oh, yes, it is. Well, this one doesn't look quite so ugly. The tattooist somehow made it look like Pluto, you know, the Disney Pluto.
Which way round are you going to... Where's its head going to be?
Oh, it's in the same direction. Its head is looking over my back.
I'm just holding the postcard to my midriff. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you'll have a dragon's bottom round about your navel. Won't you?
I'll just have a look. I can't remember which way round it
Yes.
goes.
Just lift your top up and have a little varder.
Yes, I've
So
got the bottom near my navel, yes.
that is where the bottom is,
Yes,
by your
yes.
navel, and you're happy with that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, then. Well, it's lovely. I'll post this on to you. It's actually 19th century, not 13th century.
Oh, right, yes. Well,
But,
I bought it years ago, and it only occurred to me.
well, they're still flogging them
Suddenly.
down the V&A.
Yeah, well-
25p, I believe, Mr. Jelly.
That's right.
Mr. Jelly got it for you. Would you like to say thank you to him?
Yes, I would love to say thank you to him.
Go on, then.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jelly.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Right, thanks ever so much.
All right, well,
I'm really grateful.
Will you send, when you've had it all filled in,
Yeah.
will send me a discreet photograph?
Oh, I shall do.
Okay, but I don't want to see any nipples or anything. You'll have to
No, you
make
won't.
yourself
I've
decent.
got good at having people take photos of my tattoos without
Okay, then.
Thank you very much.
I'll write it and I'll send it off to you at once,
Right, thank
courtesy
you.
of the BBC.
Thank you ever so much.
Bye-bye, Catherine.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Isn't it nice when you can make someone so happy
Lovely.
just by sending a minion off? Now, Vince, if you're listening, no locusts even in Harrods, but we've got a couple of dead crickets that are going to come your way in a matchbox, courtesy of kind callers in, where were they? Glasgow. And I think I've had more than enough
You've had enough now, have you?
of the general public. Have you?
Rather.
So we'll say goodbye. And bye-bye from me, bye-bye from
me.
From Hugh Jelly. And that man over there in a sort of off-white was once lovely. I should think that T-shirt. He must be the producer, Colin Swash.
He is.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.